Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today is going to be a fun video. I'm so excited to share with you guys how I make my caramel apples, and these are going to be perfect for your Halloween parties, for birthday parties, or any special gathering, or just to give to someone. Okay, so for that we are going to need 5 green apples, and make sure that you wash your apples and you remove any of the little stick on the top, because we're going to be placing the popsicle stick right on top. We're going to need 5 of the popsicle sticks, and we're going to need 2 tablespoons of milk, and I'm using the 2% milk. And I found these caramel bits which are unwrapped, and it's so convenient. This is actually the first time I've seen these, but all you do is melt these with the milk, so you don't even need to be unwrapping anything. I'm going to be using half a bag of the semi-sweet chocolate chips, and you can use any type of chocolate chips. You can do milk chocolate, dark chocolate, or even white chocolate. We're going to need a glass measuring cup. We're also going to need a cookie sheet lined with some parchment paper, because we're going to be placing our apples right on top of that. And you are going to need 1 nail filer. This sounds very funny and very strange, but we are going to get rid of the wax on the apples. So make sure that this is brand new, or you can also use some sandpaper. I couldn't find the sandpaper, so I just went ahead and I bought the nail filer, which works the same. And I'm also going to be using a paper towel, a damp paper towel, to wipe the apples, because you don't want to wash them. You just want to get rid of the whatever residue after you sand them with the nail filer. I'm also going to be using these little cuties that I found. It's for gifting. It's the caramel apple kit, and it comes with the tags, the ribbon, the baggies, and the little rounds to place your apple once they're inside the bag, which are super cute. And I found some ribbon, Halloween ribbon, and some Halloween sprinkles. Okay, so let's go ahead and begin. We are going to begin by sanding our apples. Okay, so what we want to do is get rid of all this wax. So all this shiny stuff is wax. Okay, we are going to do this process because we need the caramel to stick to the apple. Even if you don't take this wax off, it will stick, but sometimes it doesn't. So what you want to do is just sand, and I do it in a circular motion, just like this. And we're going to get rid of all that shiny stuff, which is the wax. Okay, just like this. This is going to prevent the caramel from sliding down, and it will stick so much better to your apple. So in circular motion, you're just going to sand. And getting rid of all that shiny wax. Okay, and you can see here, see how it's getting rid of all that. This one's washable, so I can wash it and then just reuse it, but I don't think I need to do that. So get rid of as much as you can. Okay. Okay, now that we sanded our apple, we're going to grab our paper towel, which has been damped with water, and we are going to remove any excess residue. Okay, just like that. Next, we are going to add our caramel bits to our pot so they can start melting. You're going to melt these in a low heat, and we are going to add the 2 tablespoons of milk. Okay, and while that's going to start melting, we are going to go to our next step. Next step is to add the popsicle stick to the top of our apples. And I have started with some, and this is how these should look, okay? So what I do is that I go right on the top, and this can be a little hard, but it'll go in there. So all you do is push it. So place it in the middle, and then just push really hard, and it should go in there. There we go. Now let's do the next one. Some of these apples are softer than others. So there you have them. Now I'm gonna check on the caramel. And when you start seeing those tiny little bubbles right on the edges of the saucepan, just start stirring it so it can dissolve faster. And after about 4 minutes, 4 to 6 minutes, because remember we have it on low, your caramel should start looking like this. Perfect. And make sure to stir it so you don't have any lumps in there, because we want our caramel to be very smooth. There we go. And this is ready. Okay, so now we are ready to start dipping. And I am going to start with my first apple. So all you do is grab your apple and dip it in there, okay? And this is going to help you out just like this. Ooh, this is perfect, okay? So that's all you do. Then you just lift up your apple just like this and just let that excess caramel just drip off, and then with a spoon we're going to be removing that. So as soon as you start seeing that, just go with your spoon and swipe the little excess caramel right underneath your apple, just like that. And then we're going to place it right here. Okay, so let's go to the next one. You place your apple right inside of the saucepan, and with the spoon, you're going to pour more of the caramel sauce right on top. I'm gonna zoom this a little bit so you can see better. Okay, there we go. Try to get the smaller apples all the time, because remember these, once you add all the toppings, like if you're going to be adding nuts or sprinkles or anything like that, the apple tends to just get a little bigger. Okay, and then we're going to remove the excess with our spoon. If the caramel starts drying up, all you have to do is place it on the stovetop for a few minutes. And this was perfect, guys. I actually used up almost all my caramel, which is perfect because I don't like to have a lot of the leftover. And I just love it when these recipes come out like perfect, how I plan them. So now I'm going to place my apples in the refrigerator for about from maybe 30 minutes to 40 minutes, just so the caramel cools off a little bit. And if you see those little bubbles right there, just grab a toothpick. And if it's not dried, like this one is a little bit dry now, you can always poke the little bubble and it'll come off. Okay, so now my apples have been in the refrigerator for 1 hour, and I left them a little longer, but half an hour works as long as your apples are not sticking to the parchment paper, then you should be good, okay? So now I'm going to melt my chocolate chips, and I'm going to place these chocolate chips in the microwave for about a minute. Instead of melting my chocolate for 1 minute, I went ahead and I did 1.5 minutes, and it should look like this. Okay, and now I'm going to show you how I do mine, okay? You can either dip your apple in here and do half, or you can do one of these little piping bags or even a Ziploc bag, and you pour your chocolate into this. And I know I didn't list this in the beginning of the video, but I did wanted to show you guys the piping bag or the Ziploc bag. It works the same. And I'm gonna show you how to use the piping bag, okay? So we're going to fold just like this, and we're gonna pour our chocolate in here, okay? Just like this. Okay, then we're going to do this and just push the chocolate to the very bottom of the bag. Okay, we're going to cut the tip off with a pair of scissors. Okay, just like this. Okay, then we're going to grab our scissors and just cut the tip. Okay, and you can see right there. You don't want to cut a lot of the tip off. That should be perfect. Okay, and now we're gonna start decorating our apples. So here, let me put this over here. And I'm gonna show you how I do it, okay? So you're gonna squeeze very gently, and you're just gonna go and do this to your apple. And there's no perfect way. You can just do like, you know, kind of like scribbles maybe. That's all you have to do, okay? You can see here, it's how pretty. Then we're gonna grab another one of our apples, and we're gonna do the same. So just turn your apple. There we go. This can get very messy, but it's actually pretty fun. Okay, and there's our other apple. And just do the same for the rest. And now I'm going to add the sprinkles. So I'm going to be adding the Halloween sprinkles. And then we put these in the refrigerator for about 20 minutes, just so the chocolate can cool off. My apples are ready, and I'm going to start placing them in these little bags. So this is going to be our final step. So I'm going to need 5, so I'm gonna pull 5 of these. Then the tags. And the ribbon. And I also have this ribbon, so I'll be using both. I'll be using the orange and the black. And 5 bags as well. They're like little cellophane bags, and they're clear, so these are perfect for that. But if you can't find these, you can also use other different bags. They're kind of like the goodie bags, kind of like the size of a goodie bag. So even orange ones will work, but what you want is to show off your apples. So you place the round right at the very bottom, just like that. Then we're going to grab our apple and place it inside. How pretty. Then we're going to grab a piece of ribbon. And we're going to tie it. Just like that. And you can do a bow. Okay. Look at how pretty. This is so pretty. My girls are going to love these apples. And then I'm going to grab some of the orange and black, because we're going to place the tag. And you don't have to do this. You can do just the black bow, the ribbon that comes in the packaging. But I actually bought these ribbon spools right before I found this kit. So I'm going to actually use it. So I'll be grabbing the exact same measurement for these, and I'm just gonna cut right there. I'm gonna use about this much, just so I can do a small bow. Okay, this is what I'm using, and I'm doubling it like that. So next I'm going to place the ribbon right inside that little tiny hole on the tag, just like that. And I'm going to place it right underneath the bow. Let me move this so you guys can see. So right underneath the bow, and just tie it. And just be gentle. You don't have to tie it really tight. And there you have it. Isn't this the cutest apple? Now I'm going to cut the ends just so it looks prettier. And I'll do the same to this one. Okay, and there's one right there. So I'm going to do the next one. You grab your round, you place it inside. And you grab your apple. One piece of ribbon and your tag, and you place it right inside the little hole. Okay, now we're ready to tie it. So there you have it, guys. My apples are ready, and they look super cute. Super nice, very, very cute, very festive. And these are perfect for gifting for Halloween parties, like I said. And then I also want to remind you guys that please store your apples in the refrigerator up to 2 weeks. Make sure that you always keep them in the refrigerator, because if you keep them at room temperature, it can build bacteria and then you can get sick to your stomach, and you don't want anybody getting sick. So there you have it. I hope you guys really enjoyed this video like I did. I love making fun things, especially for the kids during the holidays. It's so much fun. So please don't forget to give it a like, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you on my next video. Thank you so much, guys. Goodbye.